Hurry. Dude, that is a monster!
Look at the size of that.
Howdy y'all, I'm Jig, and this here video all about the slip bobber catfish rig. That's right. Now here to demonstrate a man who needs no introduction, a legend in his own mind, Cousin Bill from Bill and Mike's Angling Adventure.
Well, thank you, Jed.
You're welcome.
Why use a slip bobber rig for catfish? Well, with a bottom rig, you cast out to a likely spot and you wait for the fish to come to your bait. With a slip bobber rig, you're fishing pretty close to the bottom and you drift your bait to the fish. The more water you cover, the more hungry fish you get your bait near, the more you're going to catch. Am I right or am I right, Jed?
That's right.
The rig works great on rivers and creeks with slow to moderate current and depths up to probably 20 feet. The only time I would use a bottom rig now is fishing at night, fishing water deeper than 20 feet and faster moving water. Other than that, slip bobber is the only thing I'd use. And now I'm going to show you how I set up the rig. Well, first of all, I like to use 40-pound Power Pro braid for the rig. I like the small diameter for the castability and for the way it slides nicely through the slip bobber rig. Well, first thing you got to do is slide a bobber stop knot on your line. Get a pack of these bobber stop knots with beads, 30 in a pack for a couple bucks. Should last you a few years. Slide your slip knot on there. Slide the tube off towards the end. Now just cinch this knot tight. Alright. And next you're just going to trim the edges off. Okay. Now you got your slip knot on there. Next thing you do is slide on one of these small beads. Now I got the bead on and the bobber stop knot. Next thing you do is slide on a nice quality slip float, kind of like these with the brass grommets. The line slides through pretty smoothly and it doesn't cut into the bobber. Well, now you got your bobber on. Next thing you do is tie on a heavy duty barrel swivel. The next thing I'm going to do is tie in about 2 feet of 30-pound fluorocarbon leader material. Why I put on a leader? Well, after you catch a few catfish, your line gets pretty beat up and it's easier just to replace the leader. Plus, if you get a snag, chances are you're going to break this off and save the rest of your rig. Well, now you got your slip knot, your bead, your bobber, your barrel swivel, and about 2 feet of leader material. Next thing to do is tie in a hook. Last thing to do is put a couple lead shot on there. So I'm going to add a couple. One. Well, now you got your bobber stop knot, your bead, your bobber, your split shot, barrel swivel, leader and hook. You're ready to do some fishing. Well, to set the depth, say you want to fish 10 feet under the bobber, say you're fishing 12 foot of water, you want to fish 10 feet under, you're just going to slide the bobber stop 10 feet up from the hook. And the bobber's going to slide to a hiss a knot and ain't going to go any further. Well, the way I fish this rig is I cast upstream as far as I can, reel in as the bobber's coming back towards me, and then I let it go downstream below me and I'll feed out line. Now next cast, I'll cast a little further away from me upstream. Work that all the way through. Next cast a little further until I cover all the water in my area. I might do it a couple times and then move to the next spot. I hope this helps you catch a few more fish.
Well, and if it don't, maybe you're just not a very good fisherman. Maybe find something else to do in your spare time. Maybe golfing, or hiking, or camping, or bird watching.
I get this question a lot. How deep would you set your bobber if you don't know the depth of the water you're fishing? I do it by trial and error. Say you start out maybe 10 feet. Your bobber's drifting naturally. You know it's off the bottom. So you slide your knot up another 3 feet. Say you're 13 feet. Drift again. Still not touching the bottom. Slide it up another 3 feet, 16 feet. Maybe it tilts. Now you know you're touching bottom. So what you do, pull the knot back down a foot. If it drifts naturally, you know you're a foot off bottom. It's trial and error. Well, if your idea of fishing's kicking back, relaxing with a couple of cold ones, like someone I know, you're probably better off with the bottom rig. But if you want to catch a few more fish and you're willing to work a little bit for them, then you might want to try the slip bobber rig. That's where they seem to be sitting in the front all the time in big ones, right? All right. Alright, man. Come on, big catfish. Catfish time, man.
It's like one of the bigger floor moving casts.
Nice one. Even staying down, we ain't gotta look at him yet. He's gotta be a nice one. You gotta love catfishing. Oh, dude, that is a monster. That is a monster. Dude, that is a monster right there. That's bigger than the one I had, Mike. Got him, he's got. That is a big catfish.
Look at the size of the head on that one.
Let me see. Over 20 pounds. Mike got the big fish of the day.